We are fast approaching a point in which, thanks to AI, we don't know what's real and what is not. And when it comes to news, it's very easy to get confused about the possibilities when you just prompt something that doesn't exist. And one of the things that has been covered by the media is that strange stuff was thrown out of the White House, one of the windows of the White House, just in the days when Donald Trump, let's say, was gone missing. And now Donald Trump himself says that it was generated by AI or something, that those windows cannot be opened. So you can see what it is clearly somebody, like a silhouette. I would say that this is an arm here. I'm going back in time right now. See that the window looks open and there's an arm here, and that arm is like, all of a sudden you see something like, looks like a trash bag being thrown to the floor. Some people are, of course, making memes that maybe that was JD Vance dropping Trump's body. People say that he was dead or something. And no, well, it is obviously not a body. And, well, the physics check out for once. The physics absolutely check out. And having worked with video forensics for a while, I would say that this video looks legit. If this is, I don't know, if this is AI, it's very good. It's very good work. The camera movement, you can superimpose stuff on camera moving in any way. But before we move forward, let's hear from Donald Trump himself. What does he think after watching the video himself? Thanks to James Juicy. What does he think it was? I think it was AI.
That is circulating online now of the White House, where a window is open to the residents upstairs, and somebody is throwing a big bag out the window. Have you seen this?
No, that's probably AI generated.
So,
Actually, you can't open the windows. You know why? They're all heavily armored and bulletproof.
So he immediately says that is probably AI. That is the windows. You cannot open the windows. They are sealed shut.
Actually, you can't open the windows. You know why? They're all heavily armored and bulletproof.
And notice that Vance, at the back, he says you can't open the windows. They're heavily armored and bulletproof. And Vance nods with his head, as in, and he looks like, why are they asking this? Why would anybody ask this question? But that was a legitimate question. And you see this guy putting a face like, how are you asking that question? Yeah, we want to know, because the video is really suspicious. Why not? It's a legitimate question. It is suspicious that Donald Trump just jumped immediately saying that must be AI generated. Instantly.
A fake video.
Well, it's got to be, because I know every window up there. The last place I'd be doing it is that, because there's cameras all over the place, right? Including yours. No, but every window, I've never seen a window that's, in fact, my wife was complaining about it the other day. She said, love to have a little fresh air come in, but you can't. They're bulletproof. And number one, they're sealed. And number two, each window weighs about 600 pounds. You have to be pretty strong to open them up. No, that has to be, where was the window? Let me see.
Let me see it.
Maybe from the renovations?
Maybe from the renovations, somebody says.
Which is the window?
It looks like this is on the 15th Street side, I think.
Yeah.
So right here.
Yeah, those windows are sealed.
Yeah, those windows are sealed, but the problem is that those windows, some people have made some comments that first and foremost, the White House, according to the New York Post, had already come forward about the window gate. According to a White House official, the culprit was a contractor performing routine maintenance while President Trump was away, the New York Post reported. So why? Well, Trump can. I guess that Trump can't be on top of everything that is going about maintenance of the White House, but also Jaguar Guy 899. But they do open at least on the second floor. When I visited the White House, we don't know how long ago, I took a peek with my wife outside, and in it I noticed a window open, and maybe it's, well, this is not the same window of the video. Let's check this out. No, it's not the same window. It's this is a window like on the side of the White House, and this is a window on the front of the White House, and there are effectively two windows open. So yeah, they must wait a lot. It is, well, it would be common sense that they are sealed shut and they are bulletproof for security reasons, obviously. But there's proof that they do open at some point, maybe under strict circumstances, maybe if the White House is clear that the president is not there. Also, you can call me Al, the First Lady of the United States of America, Nancy Reagan. That's quite some time ago, waving from a White House window that some might say can be opened. This is maybe this is an old picture. This looks like a newer picture, but it doesn't say when it was. But it's the reactions of all of them that I noticed was the funniest.
Those windows are sealed. Those windows are they're all sealed. You can't open them.
Now I'm going to tell you one thing about Donald Trump, and that he does. I should make a standalone video about this that Donald Trump does. Maybe I can talk about this right now. One thing that I've noticed that Donald Trump does all the time is to, let's say something, not only on one hand to spark a reaction in the public. That's one. In the public, I mean everyone, both his detractors and his fans. And the second one is, let's test the waters about these topics. And I've said that at some point. I remember that when Elon Musk had just bought Twitter and had like 6 months into it, and he said that he was going to get rid of the block button. It was a total meltdown. And I told everyone, and then he said, no, I'm not going to do anything about the block button. And he said, oh yeah, we won because we complained. And I told everyone that it was usual strategy when you are in mass communication and you test the water. It's like making a poll, but you say that you're going to do something. You test the reaction. You make sure that people talk about you, of course, regarding that decision that you're going to make. And then you take it back. No big deal. Nothing has happened. And I missed making a video about Donald Trump saying that he was going to welcome at least 600,000 Chinese students into the United States, and that there was this huge meltdown. Even Howard Lutnick had to justify that on Fox News. It was very fun to watch. Maybe I could make a video about that still. But then they retracted. No, and Donald Trump is not going to welcome 600,000 Chinese students into the United States. And that's pretty much the same. It's like you're testing the waters, and at the same time you're giving the media, especially the mainstream media, something to chew on. It's just like a bait. Okay, you make sure that of all the things that you're doing, you give them to chew something. It's to chew on something. That's a strategy. You say something outrageous like this. Oh, that must be AI. So you will have people. Oh, let's analyze the video back and forth. That is absolutely not AI. The video is legit. What was happening? Now he says that the windows can't be open. And you will have, most important, his detractors looking after every single frame, every single photo of the White House, videos of the White House, at any episode, any event, any clip, to prove Donald Trump wrong. And that is what we call in writing a red herring. It's like a clue that leads nowhere, that leads the reader nowhere. It's actually misleading. And in fact, this is something that Donald Trump does all the time, both from a let's make sure the mainstream media has something to say about me perspective, and at the same time, let's test the waters to see what is the public's reaction, and that is for his fans as well. And you can tell for the reaction when he said that he was going to welcome this 600,000 Chinese students. MAGA did not take it well at all. I actually made a video about that instantly. That I said that on one hand, okay, you might need the best brains in the world to be doing research in the United States. That's one thing. But at the same time, I think Chinese students could be a risk. At the same time, again, it's just so many people who work in AI precisely are excel at AI, are at the very edge of what AI knowledge is, are Chinese. So maybe he is interested in that as well, but it is certainly not 600,000. So I guess this is part of the strategy. Let's make people, not only with his disappearance, that he is also shrugging it off. Oh, I didn't disappear. I made some press conferences and interviews. Nothing has happened. But that's something that Trump does just to bring attention to this matter, whether you like it or not. But I would like to know what you think about this in the comments. My name is Jesus Enrique Rosas. I'm the Bar Language Guy. Much love and bliss.